did you feel when you got that call from the Big Four that, hey?
I was just stopping myself from screaming, but I think I screamed. Like, she also screamed with me. She's like, oh, congratulations. Oh my God.
Guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Precious, and welcome to my series. Today I'm not alone. I have a guest in the house, and yeah, so I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and I'll tell you guys what this video is all about.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Phyllis. Some of you know me as Tina.
Guys, I decided to start this series or this segment on my series just so that I can interview different people with different backgrounds and different experiences. I know that a lot of you guys are interested in the IT audit career path. The reason why I started this is so that you guys can see that a lot of people with different backgrounds can get into this field. You guys will learn about their journeys and how they got to find out about this career path and how it's been for them. They will give you advice and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a very diverse field, and I hope that this inspires you and gives you motivation to, you know, see yourself here one day. So yeah, today, like I said, that I have a guest. Her name is Phyllis. She is currently a compliance auditor. So I'm just gonna interview her. It's not really an interview, but more like a conversation so that she can tell us all about her. Okay, the first thing I want to know, Phyllis.
Yeah.
First things first, high school, right?
Yeah.
What were your streams like? Were you in commerce? Were you in science?
Mm-hmm.
And which degree did you study? Which university did you go to?
Okay.
And until what level of qualification did you like what is your highest level of education basically?
Okay. I just hope I'm gonna remember all of the questions. But okay, in high school I was in the commerce field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think I knew from then that I knew from then that I wanted to do commerce because literally everyone in my family, like my siblings, we all did commerce. So I'm not sure if I followed it because my older siblings did it or what, but when I was in there, I actually like really liked it. But even before I was in grade 10, where you choose the stream, like in my grade 8 and 9, I could tell that I am more good in EMS compared to natural sciences. So I was like, definitely I'm going with the commerce stream.
Okay.
And then so after I was
interesting. So did you sorry, I'm sorry to stop you there.
Did you answer all questions?
No problem. Did you do maths or maths lit?
I did maths, pure maths.
Okay.
Yeah, did pure maths. And then I think when I was in grade 11 or 12, that's when they introduced maths lit. But I was like, I've already done it. I think I was in grade 12. I was like, now I need to learn something different because pure maths was it's very difficult.
It's not that deep.
I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? No, it's fine. I can do this. Also, I was just scared because I didn't know, like, for the qualifications that I want to do university, are they gonna allow maths lit? You know. Then we didn't really know about the prospectus and all that. Yeah. So we were just like, no, maybe they're not gonna allow this. So I just continued with pure maths, but thank God I did pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went because I know some people think that you need to get distinctions in maths or in high school for you to like study something that is like useful or something that is a good qualification basically. So I want to, like, if you don't mind sharing your results, your matric results, just so that people can know that you don't have to be like a top achiever to get to where you are.
Okay.
So like the main subjects like your business studies, maths, economics, what were your marks there?
If I can recall correctly. But okay, let me start with maths because that's the one that I remember because I was scared. I'm like, they're not gonna accept me at the university because of this. But I had 40 like on the dot for maths. And then accounting, I think it was on the 60s, if I'm not mistaken. And then business, I was very good in, no, not business, economics. I was very good in economics. I got a distinction there. It was like 80 something. And then economics was also between the 60s. So I think between accounting and business and accounting, one was 50, one was 60. I just don't remember which one, but yeah, the one that was stressing me the most was maths.
So guys, highlight maths. You got 40% in maths. Yes. It's not that deep. No. Like, just pass, okay? Like, if maths is your weakness, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. Like, just make sure that the other subjects you do well so that you get a bachelor's degree. Because obviously you did get a bachelor's degree. I got a bachelor.
I also had other distinctions from your LO and the other modules that we
like
used to do.
Languages and LO, you can make sure that you get the distinction there. But if the math is not matching, it's okay. So okay, that's great. Well, congratulations, ma'am. Like, who would have thought? Now I want to get into university, right? What made you choose the career? I mean, the qualification that you chose, and did you get guidance from anyone? Was it something that you always wanted? Like, how did you find out about it and stuff like that?
All right, I think my big sister is the one that I always communicated with. Yeah, because she was already in university. I think she was already almost done, or if not done, when I was still in grade 12. So because remember I said we were all in the common stream. So she was doing a CA there. So so I wanted to like understand, okay, can I do CA? Do I qualify? And so forth. So she's the one that advised me to say, okay, looking at your maths results and all of this, I don't think you qualify for CA. Also, CA needs you to do this and that, like how to study, and all that. And I realized that, okay, from my siblings, I'm not the smartest, right? So definitely I know my big sister is definitely my younger sister. Hey, we're taking, when it comes to me, I need to put on effort in order for me to excel, right? So I was like, definitely this cannot be me, So I think that's where my research started, just trying to figure out what do I want to do. And also just to go back to the maths thingy. So as much as you need to pass, but I think the minimum requirement for universities, I think it's 40. Yeah. I'm not sure if that changed, but at least stick to the 40. Yeah. Anything below 40, then
I think 40. Yeah, I think it's 40. Yeah, 40 is a pass mark, I think.
Now they pass with 30. Don't they pass with 30 in grade 12? I'm not sure.
Pass mark.
I think now it's 30. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
But guys, okay, that is great. In university, pass mark is 50%. Right?
Yeah.
So,
but I think in high school I think it's 30 now. I'm not sure for which module.
Yeah, I think it's important to get 40 because when I was looking at the prospectus as well, they were like, if you don't have maths, you can just distinction in maths leads.
Oh,
you can get into that thing, but it's not all the universities.
No, and not all of the qualifications where they accept maths lead.
Yeah, and also I think I saw somewhere where you can get a 40 in maths and then get a 60 in maths lead, then they'll still accept you.
Are the people who do both?
No, I'm saying get options. If you're doing maths, get 40%. If you're doing maths lead, 60%.
Yeah, that's how it normally works. The maths lead is normally higher than the pure maths.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that was me. I think from there I knew CA definitely not for me because I'm not gonna
But it's nice to have someone that guides you, because sometimes people don't know what to do or they don't know which path to take.
That's true.
So guys, ask questions. Do not just go to university. I understand we all want to go to school. You don't want to stay at home. Sometimes you do things because you just want to go to university. But if just do your research, find out, is this going to help me? Will this degree give me a job? Unless, because some of us, we really come from very disadvantaged families financially, and we need to get a job. We can't stay at home after graduating. If you're like us, just make sure you study something that's going to give you a job after you're done with your studies. It's very sad to stay at home with a degree.
That's very sad, because that's the one thing that I was asking, because I'm like when during my time when we were in high school, we just thought if you do commerce you must be a CA, but not everyone is going to be a CA, right? So since I didn't qualify for it, I was stressed. I'm like, okay, so which jobs now am I going to do if I'm not a CA? That's where I got to realize or to figure out which qualification I can do, right? But again, because of my maths, the 40, I couldn't qualify to do like a BCom accounting. So therefore, I had to start from a diploma in accounting. So I was very fortunate that I passed with 40 because the entire year I was failing with my it was terrible. But yeah, that's when I did my diploma in accounting for 3 years.
You see, guys, you just start with a diploma. You will not die. You don't have to go straight into a degree. Like, start with a diploma. You did your diploma, and then after that, you did your
it's like my degree, my advanced diploma in accounting.
And then now you did your honors.
I did my honors, yes.
So you see, guys, you don't like whether you're doing a diploma or what. Like, it doesn't matter. Just continue furthering your studies. Then you'll be fine, because we can't all get 70s in maths. We can't all get 90s. Maths is not everyone's friend, you know.
Yeah, that's correct. I think also if you know what you want, or also if you know where you want to be, right? Because I had to start all the way from the bottom. But I knew that, okay, this is the job that I want to do. So for me to get there, I must finish this diploma. After the diploma, I must go into a degree. I must do a degree. After degree, I must have an honors. So just because I knew where I want to be, you know, in future, that's the reason why I continued with my studies, like, and so forth. Because there are many people that left with the diploma. They thought, oh, I have a diploma, I'm done. But they're still sitting. They don't have jobs even now. So I did my research. I asked questions. I'm like, okay, well, with the diploma, what kind of jobs can I get? You know, I mean, there were some that were very lucky. You know, there are some people that do get jobs with the diploma, right? But because I asked, and then the kind of jobs that I was given, I was like, that's not what I really want to do. So which means for me to continue, I mean, to have this job, I must continue with my studies, right? But then maths, again, it was a problem because I couldn't do a degree with a 40. I still had to have maths, right? So at least at the university, they had this what do you call it? A course where you can do maths, you know, where you have to do maths. So I had to register for that course. I remember I was so stressed. My younger sister was actually the one who was teaching me maths.
Oh, you know, and she was good in maths.
My sisters are really good. Like, they're geniuses. And then there's me. I was putting the hard work in order for me to, you know. So she's the one that was teaching me, you know. She would laugh at me sometimes, but it was funny. That's like,
but you made it.
I made it. I remember.
What kind of course is that though?
Which one?
The maths one. Like, is it like an individual course or what?
It was just one module for maths, but I think now they've introduced. So now they've merged that module with the diploma, for example. So if you come in with your 40, when you get there, you will do maths, I think, from first year. I'm not sure for how many years, but when I did my diploma, there was no maths at all. So for me to have a degree, I still had to have maths.
You register for it independently?
Yes. Okay. But I think now it's combined with the course itself, like the diploma in accounting. I think that's how it works now.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, so my sister would teach me. I remember I was busy there. I was cramming the exponential laws or something. Like, she was laughing at me because I knew my weakness. I knew my weakness, so I put in the hard work and I got like a distinction at the end.
That's
I was like,
good. Wow. Congrats. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Cool. So from diploma to honors, how many years? Degree?
Yeah,
I'm saying from diploma to degree to honors, how many years combined did you put in for that?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah,
it's the same as mine. So now I did extended programming in mathematical science. My marks were not maxing, so I got 50 in maths.
Okay.
So fortunately, I qualified for an extended program in mathematical science. So if you get 50s in maths, English, and was it physics? I think 50s, and they were all 50s.
Okay.
I got 50s in those three. And then if you get 60 and above, then you qualify for the mainstream. So extended program is like 4 years, and then the mainstream is 3 years. So now because I did my honors combined, it was 5 years. So it's the same.
Oh, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Cool. So okay, now that we're done with university, let's talk about careers, right? So what kind of careers can you go into with the degree that you have? So you have a BCom accounting degree, right? And an honors in what?
In internal auditing.
Okay, so from a BCom accounting degree, what options in honors do you have?
Oh, you mean from a degree?
Yeah.
So from the university that I went to, there were two options. It was either I'm majoring in tax or in internal auditing. I'm not sure if now there's accounting as well, or I'm not sure, but those were the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a CA, you don't need honors, right?
Okay. So from a diploma, you can be a CA from the university that I went to, but I think it differs with the universities. But from the university that I went to, from a diploma, you can be a CA, because when I do my degree, like my advanced diploma in accounting, it doesn't have all of the modules, like all of the major modules that would be needed in the CA stream. For example, I was doing maths again. I had accounting, I had governance, but there was I had tax, but there was no finance. And for a person to do CA, they need to have those four major modules: it's accounting, it's finance, it's tax, it's governance, right? But the one was not there. So yeah, so most people that went to the finance stream from the diploma, after the 3 years, then they would apply to do a degree, like a become accounting straight. But they would start from second year. So they do second year, they do third year. From third year, they do like a bridging course first, in order for them to get to the honors of the CA stream.
Okay.
So yeah.
So honors, yes, is it honors in accounting or what?
I'm not sure what they call it, but it's an honors. So yeah, so the students will need that in order for them to go to the big four firms, to continue with their board exams and so forth.
Cool. Yeah. Interesting. So what career options do you have with the degree or qualification that you have? Like besides CA, what other career paths can you take?
With my degree? Okay. You can also, with mine, maybe not really, but with a become accounting degree. Because mine is like kind of equivalent to become accounting, but not really, because I didn't have the finance module. Yeah. But still, it's a degree, right?
Yeah, but with yours, not the same.
Oh, with mine.
Yeah.
Okay. It's tax and auditing. Internal auditing.
Okay. Yeah. Only those two.
It was only those two in the university. I'm not sure about the others.
Auditing, do you include IT auditing, internal auditing?
So in that stream, we had on the governance module, we would also have the IT audit part. Yeah, like as part of the module. So we would also have that, but there was no like specific one to say this is an honors in IT auditing or
Okay, that makes sense. So then you only have tax and internal auditing.
Yeah.
And then you chose internal auditing.
I actually loved tax more.
Okay.
Because I was excelling in tax. So, if you needed help, I was the person,
Okay.
I was also a tutor for tax as well. So I was very good like in tax. So that's what I wanted to like major in. But before I went to the honors, like now I like asking questions. One thing about me, I like to ask questions because I didn't want to find myself with all these belts, because I have like 3 belts, but I'm just sitting at home with no job, and something. So I went to just ask some lecturers, okay, you know what, I want to major in tax and so forth. Like what kind of, do you think opportunities are there, and so forth, compared to the internal one, and then I got some advice also from like people not in the university as well, like the people that I know, like my sisters, like people that went to university as well, and they were like, hey, from what we are seeing, the people with the honors in tax, they are struggling to get jobs. It's like they kind of prefer CAs for the
tax job.
Yeah, for the graduate program. So I'm like, okay, that's very difficult, because imagine you have majored in tax and then but you are struggling to get a job. But there are people that did get, but compared to the internal auditing one, the other one had more job opportunities compared to the other one. So yeah.
So hence you decided to take internal audit.
Auditing.
Okay, guys, I hope you guys can hear that. Okay. So all right. Okay, interesting. So now that we know the careers you can go into and stuff, what was your first job?
Okay, so after I was done with my honors, my first job was an assistant lecturer.
Okay.
I was a lecturer at the same university that I went to, because I tried to apply the Big Fours, but unfortunately I wasn't like it. Some people get in on their first try, some don't, so I was one of those that applied, but unfortunately I didn't make it in. right? But then again, it was good because I was also very passionate about lecturing because, like I told you, I was a tutor. Like I just love helping. Even before I was a tutor, like for my diploma, my friends, they would tell you, they were here, they would tell you. I used to be that girl whereby if I can see that you are struggling, because I used to be
you
excelling
make
in
it your
everything,
project.
I will make it my point. I will come to the library, study this, prepare that,
Yeah.
and then I will do the same on my side, and then I will teach you. And it's like I kind of knew what to what to teach them, because there's like someone who's like a genius and someone that's not excelling as much. Like they're different. Like there's a way that you can teach this person to at least pass, and then from there, then you can take it up, and so forth. So it's like I kind of knew what to show them, in order for them to just at least pass, because I can see that they're failing, So from there, I was just helping, and then they would come without preparing. I'm like, did you prepare this? Oh my gosh, I was so busy. It's fine. So that's me. Yeah, so that was my first job, as an assistant lecturer for like 3 years, and I was teaching become accounting 3 years, and that was like very lovely. Yeah.
So how did you get into that? Like, was it because you were a top achiever that they gave you the job at the university, or did you apply, or
Not
what
even.
happened?
I wasn't like the top achiever, like the highest, person, but I just applied like everybody else. I was interviewed like everybody else. And then there are some people that were interviewed, but then you know how when somebody is applying, like they'll apply here, they apply there, they apply there, and maybe some that were taken, because there were many posts that were open. Then they'll be like, oh, but I would prefer to go to the Big Four, and then there were like the vacancies and stuff. But I applied like everybody else, and I did pass well. Yeah, but not to say I was like the highest in the class, but I did pass well. Yeah. So I think I had my lowest was a 50 in the internal auditing, but the rest there were 60s and above. Yeah, but in honors 58, it's a distinction.
Okay, so let's talk about the IT audit career path, right? Did you want to do that, or like, did you want to work at the Big Four? Was it part of your plan, or what happened? Like, how did you find out about this career path? Is it because I know you guys learned, like you guys did it in varsity, unlike us. I didn't even know it was a thing. So did you know about it while you were in varsity, and did you want to do it? Why did you move from lecturing to IT audit? Yeah.
All right. I think we knew from varsity, we knew that there's the Big Four, and the Big Four, they want people like us with this degree, with this honors, because they also used to come to the varsity, like what they call it, career fair. They used to come there, they would tell us about the company. If you're interested, you would take the pamphlets, you would apply, so we have always known that, okay, we can go to the Big Four and we can do stuff like this, and that, you see. So I think I applied in both. I applied in varsity because I knew I love to lecture, tutor and stuff. I also applied at the Big Four, but unfortunately, the only opportunity I got was at the varsity, and I was happy still, because with both of them, I was like, I love both of this, right? But then I was not sure, like, which one do I prefer the most, right? So, but when I got the lecturing, it was very good. I was very happy. Like for those 3 years, gosh, I miss my students. It was so very lovely, So after that, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm really enjoying this, but however, I feel like maybe I might need some experience, from the Big Four in order for me. So like when I'm lecturing or when I'm setting tests or whatever, like I'm sitting on stuff that I actually know, stuff that I actually did. Because like maybe for example, when I'm setting my questions or stuff, I'll just do some research, or depending on what I know from what I've been taught, But I was like, okay, maybe if I can get some experience, maybe I can like do way better. I can do more, you see. So I think that's the transition between lecturing to IT audit.
Okay.
Yeah, but then again, also I didn't know that there was IT audit. I think I knew, but I forgot somehow because like everyone was more focused on being an internal auditor, because that's our honors. So we all thought we need to be internal
auditor.
Yes, but then only when I applied, because I just applied for everything that has accounting, that has my degree in, right? And then I kind of forgot that I actually did this on one of the modules. So I didn't know that maybe they were separate. I thought maybe if I'm doing internal auditing, which means I'll be doing, IT as well. They're like totally different stuff. But yeah.
Okay. Cool. So then, how did you feel when you got that call from the Big Four that, hey, Phyllis?
I was just stopping myself from screaming, but I think I screamed. The lady was like, she also screamed with me. She's like, oh, congratulations. Oh my God. I was so excited and I was so stressed. And I remember they took forever to respond. I'm not sure like if they were waiting to interview everyone and then just call like the people after everyone is interviewed, but because I was told like I think I was gonna get a response in a week or two, but it took forever. I'll email her, hey, I'm still waiting. I was so stressed. I'm like, hey, because I felt like I nailed that interview. I was like, definitely I got this, But when it was taking long, I'm like, maybe I didn't. I was doubting myself at that point. Yeah. But then when I was least expecting it, I remember I was still asleep. I was asleep. I'm one person who would sleep, but like I would sleep. So, and then my phone rang. I'm like, who's calling me? I normally ignore like calls in the morning. Like, why are you calling me? Yeah. But when I looked, I'm like, oh, no, this is 011. Yeah,
I knew that number by head.
I'm like, this is the one. Okay. Okay. I was like, hello. Literally, I woke up to the good news, and I'm like, I was so happy.
You don't want to know about mine?
Yes.
So they called me on literally, I think it was a few days before Christmas. Like before Christmas. I think maybe the 15th or the 16th.
The interview was when? Like the last one, like
it was, when was it?
November or
probably November.
They took long.
And it was when that process almost killed me.
I remember you told me.
I told you about the assessment. Yes. Yeah, I almost died. You guys should go and listen to and watch my story. Did I say it in that video when I was talking about my?
I think you did.
Yeah, you guys should go and watch how I got here because it was crazy. But anyway, so they called me. That lady called me. I was not expecting it at all. She called me, I think nearly the 15 or the 16.
Maybe that date because
during the holiday. It was during like literally a day before holidays, or it was already the holiday. Okay. I don't know why she had to call me on that day specifically. But I was like, I was so scared. I was shaking.
Can you imagine? I can imagine.
My life was depending on that call, like my whole life, literally. So she was like, "Hi, precious. Hi." And she was like, "Congratulations." I felt like I was gonna collapse or something. I felt like I felt like I can't hear anything else. Like, what are you telling me? I was so shocked. Yeah, I was so shocked.
I get you.
But when something is for you, it's for you.
Definitely.
Let's talk about the IT audit career. So you obviously you're not at the Big Four anymore, right?
No.
So you worked at the Big Four. Let's talk about that experience as an IT auditor. How was it for you? Did you enjoy it? Do you love it? What else? Like, what advice can you give people that want to take that career path?
Like I really enjoyed myself. I loved my job. Because one thing, okay, remember I told you that I did my honors in internal auditing, right? I wasn't excelling in that module. The other ones, they were fine. Internal auditing, it was hectic, and I'm like, I'm gonna be working on this. I was so stressed, and I actually forgot that in the same course we also had the IT audit part, kinda. So when I got there, because when you're getting there, you're just confused, you don't even know internal auditing, IT, like what's going on. Yeah. But when I was there, I'm doing IT. I'm like, I remember I used to enjoy this part of the work that I'm doing in my module. Yeah. So hence I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God I applied for IT auditing, because when I went there, I applied for internal auditing. That was the first one I applied for. And after some few minutes, but they would regret it.
It's great. We didn't even look at your CV.
But I think it's because normally they take their people like in June. You see, they normally take them very early, so already they have their people. They're just waiting for them to pass, and then But I applied somewhere after that, So automatically when you apply, then you just reject you. Yeah, but for the other ones they applied for, like the ITs and stuff, then I got like, something. So yeah, I really enjoyed myself there. Like every day is like I'm just learning something new, and when I'm doing, I'm like, I remember doing this in university, type of thingy. So yeah, what else did you ask me?
What did you enjoy the most about the IT audit job?
I don't even remember, but it's just everything. I feel like for me it was just everything because
Working with clients,
definitely,
Okay.
now I'm very confident.
like learning about different industries.
that as well.
Yeah.
Because I worked with like different industries as well. Like
Working with different teams.
that as
There's
well.
so much, guys. I
There's a
honestly I love
lot.
IT audit too. So anyway, what other question did I have? What advice would you give someone that wants to go into this career path? Like, just tell them it's okay. It's not that deep.
Yeah, I'm really suck at advices.
No, like
I don't even know what
okay,
to
let me
start.
advise them, then you'll get the idea.
I'll get the idea, yes.
So now I'm gonna give advice to an audience that I know of,
Okay.
which is the people that study computer science and people that study IT, anything related, technical related, right? Those people, like we grew up thinking that during my undergrad,
Okay.
thinking that the only job that is possible for us will be like coding.
Okay.
Basically, like those type of jobs where you have to, like, basically it's hectic. It's like you have to know coding. You just have to know it because you'll be working as like you'll be doing that in your career path. So the advice that I would want to give to you guys that have done computer science or that are doing that or IT is that you might think it's boring. Like you might think it's boring because it's not technical at all. It's a lot of documentation, which is something that software developers, software engineers don't have to deal with a lot. I mean, software engineers do documentation, but as a developer or someone that works with coding and stuff and data and stuff, it might be a little bit boring, especially for guys, because I know guys are very technical most of the time. So me personally, I don't like coding. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. So this was the best career path for me. I would advise that if like, I think put yourself in a position where you you consider yourself like, what type of a person am I? What am I going to enjoy doing? What do I like doing? Like, what kind of job do I see myself in? Because this is your life. This is your daily. This will be your everyday life. Like, you wake up every day. You want to look forward to doing your work because you enjoy it, because you love it. But I think it might be nice in the beginning, but going forward, you might get to a point where you feel like, I'm bored. What's new? Like, yeah. But for me, I love it. I wouldn't mind doing it for the rest of my life. So yeah, that's the advice I would give.
All right. So maybe just to add on that, right? So when I was there at the Big Four, I realized that there were so many people with different qualifications. Like when I was in university, I thought they only target us with like the honors in internal auditing or whatever, like something that has to do with accounting, basically. But no, like there were people with mathematics. There's people like you with computer science. There's people with economics. Like literally. So just look when you're applying. Just look at the what do they call it?
The qualifications,
the required qualifications, yes, and see there's a lot there. There's a lot there because literally I used to think it was only accounting.
Yeah.
But when I got there, I was like, oh, you have IT.
I
really?
was so shocked to see that people with BA, like Bachelor of Administration, can actually do IT audits.
Wow.
Like, look at, like, there's, especially in the Big Four, it's very diverse. Because in small companies, they want computer science, IT, that I don't even get, like, why? It's not that deep,
Yeah.
But at the Big Four or audit firms, they want different people. Information sciences, you can literally do IT audit with information science.
Yeah.
You can do it with finance. You can do it with, like, all the different types of degrees that you can think of. It's not only limited to people with IT or accounting. Not even at all. And most of my colleagues haven't even done accounting. Most of them, they've done different things.
But they were able to do the job. So yeah. So
another advice I have: university does not matter. What matters is the quality of the qualification that you have. You can be from University of Venda and you can be from Vets and you will not get a job. The quality of the degree is what matters. It doesn't matter where you do it. You can go to Northwest University, you can go to University of Limpopo. I'm from University of Limpopo. You can go to university, whichever university. Just study the right thing, do the right degree, ask questions, find out exactly, like, just don't be scared to ask questions. Know what you're doing. Like, know that, okay, with this degree, what am I going to do? If you have to change now when you still can. So yeah.
All right. So I just want to say that if you're sitting here and then you are watching this, right? And then maybe you thought, oh, okay, I have computer science, maybe I need to code, but then you realize that I don't even like coding, like you know what Precious said. So that's just one thing I want to emphasize, that no, like it doesn't, like at the big four, if I'm looking at the big four, like it doesn't matter which qualification you have. So just go and look at that application, like the requirements and the qualifications that are there. And then if this is something that you would be interested in, then maybe just like have a look at it, ask questions, if you have to watch a couple of videos, because I know Precious has like videos on there as well, and then you will see what you will be doing,
Check my
when you
TikTok
get there.
too.
See what you will do. Yeah, you should put that, what do you call it there?
Yeah, I create content for you guys specifically.
That's good. And my last advice would just to be like, also when you're applying, don't only look at the big four. There are also other companies that can also offer you what the big four offers you. Sometimes we're not all lucky. Some people can be lucky, they can get it on their first try, some they'll get it on their 10th try. I got it on my second try. So it doesn't mean that you must just sit and do nothing. So when you're applying, just look at all companies whereby you feel like, okay, they can give me this kind of experience, and this is what I want. And when you are from there, you can decide, maybe you will find yourself very happy there, or if you still want to come to the big four, you can still always apply and move around.
You can always apply to the big four later if you don't get it, like, at the start of your career. But yeah, don't be discouraged if you're getting those rejections, because I applied for 3 graduate programs and I only got into 1. And I don't know, I think it was a miracle.
All of them.
It was. I got rejected like nobody's business before I actually got like a call from them.
Yeah.
So keep on trying, and I wish you guys all the very best. So Phyllis, we want to know, like, what are you doing now since you're not in IT audits? Like, what's going on?
So, I'm no longer an IT auditor, but I'm a compliance auditor. I'm learning a lot there as well. I just feel I'm not sure if I'm lucky or if I just, like, I don't know, maybe do my research or something. But I always go to places where I'm like, I really love this. It's like, I don't know what I love, because I was in lecturing. I loved it. Oh my gosh.
I think you just love everything you do, and you put your heart into everything.
I put my heart into it. I was in IT. Gosh, guys, IT. I loved IT. Now I'm complaining. I'm like, oh my god,
I love it so much.
I love it so much. So I just love everything that I do, and I always put my heart into. Maybe because also when I'm applying, I don't just applying for the sake of applying. I apply after doing my research and be like, okay, so what am I doing there actually? And I'm like, oh, okay, this sounds very interesting, maybe let me go and do it. So at the moment, I'm a compliance auditor, and so far so good. I'm learning a lot, and the company that we are at, we deal with like different markets. We get to learn languages, like translate, there's traveling, there's like a lot going on there, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm not sure what the future holds, but
you're loving it.
I'm loving it.
That's nice.
So, yeah.
So what made you move to compliance?
I don't know. Like, I can't even answer that question. I can't even answer that question. But I feel like I just needed to, I needed like some more opportunities, if I can put it that way. Something different. And also when I saw like the post and stuff, I'm like, oh, there's traveling, yeah, okay, this would be very good. And there's like a lot of countries that we work with. I'm like, oh, imagine going to all of these countries. So I'm like, okay, that would be very, very good. And also compliance is totally different from IT audit. So I'm like, okay, since I have like the chance now, let me go and try it, because I feel like at this point, that's where if you feel like you want to explore some more, you can do it at this point. You can go around and go to banks, go away, and then once you have done all of that, you can be like, you know what, I feel like my home is actually there, you know, because sometimes you never know. You can sit there and be like, oh, this is it, but maybe you might just need to just like, you know, just go there, you know, for example. So I think also that's why I applied. I just wanted to like please do like different stuff and be like, you know what, I feel like my calling is this.
Because you don't want to do one thing and then now after 5 years you're like, why? So yeah, that's also what I like. I'm also a compliance auditor, by the way, guys.
Okay,
loving it over here and stuff. But yeah, I completely agree with Phyllis. Like, it's totally different from IT audit, but there's a portion of IT audit that we do as well. We do IT security, which is more like IT audit. We test the same type of controls, but in a very different way, in a very different way.
We have change management as well.
We have change management. We have access as well. We do have those things that we do in IT, but that specific type of audit or review comes once in, I don't know. It doesn't happen often. It's not a thing. It's not a main thing. So, but it's there. I also agree with the fact that like the first 5 years of your life, of your career, are very crucial for you to learn as much as you can. Don't get too comfortable at one place. I mean, it's nice to be there, like, this is what I want. But are you sure? Don't you want to see what else is out there? Don't you want to see like, okay, well, I like this. It's okay. You can still go back. I think you can still go back to what you like. If you feel like you want to go back to IT audit, Phyllis, you can go back. Like, nobody's stopping you. You know, if you feel like you want to go back to lecturing, you can go back to lecturing. So I think we should take the opportunities that present themselves to us at an early stage. I'm not saying you should do job hopping or whatever.
No.
Just like be like do it for the right reasons, not just because you want to be there and stuff. No, but I think IT audit and compliance are very aligned, and they open a lot of opportunities for us. Even after 5 years, we can. Now you're not restricted to only do IT audit. You can do compliance. You can be a compliance officer. You can be an IT specialist. You can be an IT security officer. Like a lot of things, you see. So it really opens doors for you. But I'm just saying that be intentional about where you want to move. If you want to change careers, it's also fine. But you can come back if you want. So yeah. Anything you want to add?
No, nothing that I want to add.
Okay, I think that is all.
You know, thank you for giving me this platform.
Okay, it's my pleasure. Like, oh no. No, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for coming. You're my first guest on this series, and you guys should look out for more people. I'm just going to make sure that I bring different types of people so that you guys can see that these people studied this thing and they are an IT auditor. It's possible for me as well, you know? So, yeah, like the main point of this is that you guys see that you don't really have to be a top achiever to make it in life. Like Phyllis didn't get distinctions in maths to get where she is, but she is here and she's doing well for herself and she's happy, you know? So, yeah, I think that's very important for you to understand. No matter what people say, be focused. Know where you're going, know what you want. Don't be scared to ask questions as well. Don't be sitting in a situation where you don't understand what you're doing. If you're doing something and you don't understand, just make sure that you ask questions so that you can understand, because you don't want to be too late and be like, oh no, I didn't know this. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Phyllis and I are very glad to be here. And thank you for listening. We hope that this helped someone out there. We don't know who you are, but we know that you're going to do great. And just keep your eyes on the prize. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. And
thank you.
I'll see you guys on my next video with another guest. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.